great matchup at International Field. The U.S. will be facing off against the U.S. Beautiful weather today, a perfect day for baseball. We're just about to get underway. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Josh.
Don't scare them.
Starting off today. Up to the plate, Adam Flores. We're moments away from the first inning here. He hits an inside pitch. He makes the catch in foul ground. One gone. Up now is their DH, Jackson Morales. One away now. Hits this one. This looks like it's going to land in play. And that'll be in there for a hit. He rounds first. Runner on second with one gone. Heading to the batter's box, Donnie Velasquez. The potential opening run is in scoring position. Swings at the first pitch. It's down for a hit. Throws home. The run comes in from second, and he drops it. The U.S. is first on the board. Velasquez with an RBI base hit to center. It's 1-0. The U.S. have let them get out in front here in the early stages. Matthew Robinson settling in now. The U.S. find themselves trailing early on here in the first. So he opens the at-bat with a breaking ball.
It's all a part of winning the ball.
Hits this one. And that'll be in there for a hit. The runner from first round second going for third. Safe.
Ow, ow, ow,
and he makes it to second. The U.S. are up against the wall here. One out, runners on second and third. Now at the plate, Randy Mendez. They don't want to allow any more runs here. His first pitch now. He connects.
Bro, why do you keep hitting it in there, bro? They're so
He passes third, and the run comes in. The runner from second scores as well. And he's a tough opponent for any pitcher, and he's proven it again here as he tacks onto their score and adds to their lead. They are getting hit every which way right now, and we've barely gotten started. Lucas Hunt stands in. The U.S. have given up 3 runs in the inning, so they've let their opponent take the... He connects. He skies one to left center field. Looks like he's under it. The center fielder catches it for out number 2. Heading to the batter's box, Roman Adams. There's 2 away. A runner still in scoring position. First pitch here. Misses on the breaking ball.
It's okay. That's how they do it in the
Hits a
baseball.
high pitch. Might drop. Donnie Velasquez makes the play. And they'll change sides with 3 guys.
It doesn't count
The
to
U.S.
anything.
take the lead first
It's
in
just
this
for fun.
one. 3 zips to score. The U.S. Asher
Wow.
Jones.
I just need some. Oh, Lord, that was kind of bad. Oh, okay.
Roberto Avila steps into the box. Trailing early, and this leadoff man could start the climb. Hits one down the middle. It's a towering shot to right center. The center fielder hauls it in, 1 out. Next in the lineup, Wade Robinson. Hits the ball. He collects it. 2 away now. Now in the box, Matthew Robinson. 2 away, bases empty. The U.S. not produced. Hits one down the middle. Here's a big drive. Splits the outfield, and it drops down for a hit. And he rounds first. And he advances to second base. The U.S. gets a man on. 2 out, runner on second. Now at the plate, Christoph Bautista. A chance to chip away at the lead here. Hits one down the middle. It's a high fly ball over the gap in right center. It keeps carrying. This one's going to stay in play. The run comes in from second to second. The U.S. has gotten one back. Bautista with an RBI base hit right off the fence. It's 3-1, and they have pulled within 2 runs.
RBI, right back in.
Heading to the batter's box, Ender Cruz. They're doing a good job of building momentum here. That looks to be a foul ball. And this one fouls it off. Hits the down-the-middle delivery. And that's in play for a hit. The runner from second base is rounding third. The run comes in from second. Cruz gets the rally going with an RBI hit. 3-2 is the score. The U.S. have their lead cut by 1. The batter came through when it counted, bringing them closer to closing the gap. So the lead sits at just 1 run now. Lucas Hunt is set to go. The U.S. are now within striking distance of their opponents. He pulls that one. It drops in for a hit. That sets up a run-scoring chance. 2 out, men on first and second. Now at the plate, Donnie Velasquez. An opportunity to even it up here. Lines one to right field. Rip tie. It's a hit into deep right. Now they're really in business.
Okay.
Heading to the batter's box, Tyler Obando. The table's set. Gets jammed on that one. A slow roller. And the shortstop has it. They get the runner at second for out number 3. The U.S. managed to cut into the lead. We head to the second. 3-2 is the score. The U.S. making it a 1-run ball game. It's the second inning. The U.S. gets set to bat. Up next in the 8th spot is the catcher, Tyler Obando. The U.S. Nationals are 1 run behind as we begin the second. That's foul.
It's okay.
He hits it inside. It's the shortstop's ball, and he drops it. Picks it up. That'll be an error charge to the shortstop. Now coming to the plate, Dominic Carvajal. That's foul. He connects. He collects it. Throws over to first. They got him for the first out.
Okay, we're doing this for fun.
Now at the plate, Adam Flores. One down. They'll want to keep the runner from advancing. His first pitch. Misses on the breaking ball.
Look.
Second pitch now. He connects. And that'll be in there for a hit. The runner from second rounds third. He'll try to score. The run comes in from second. 4-2 is the score. The U.S. are now behind by 2 runs. He's a tough opponent for any... You'd expect him to get something on a weak breaking ball like that, but he misses. A weak roller. The shortstop comes in on it. To first. They got him for the second out. Heading to the batter's box, Donnie Velasquez. There are 2 outs now. They're not out of danger yet. Misses on the breaking ball. His second pitch here. He lays off, and it's called a ball. Gets his bat on it. It's down for a hit. And the run comes in. He gets to second and puts the brakes on. Five to 2 is the score. The U.S. can't allow any more runs here. Now at the plate, Matthew Robinson. They still find themselves in a pressure situation here. Swings at the first pitch. It's down for a hit. The runner from second rounds third. The run comes in from second. Robinson with an... So they fail to contain the damage as their opponent tacks onto their score to widen the gap. The runs just keep coming, and their opponent's early lead is starting to balloon. Randy Mendez in the box now. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double. The U.S. have seen at least 7 from their lineup step up to the batter's box so far this inning. 2 breaking balls in a row now. His timing was off there on the strikeout. 3 down, and we'll change sides. The U.S. add 3 to their total. The score is 6-2. The U.S. in control of this one. Bottom of the second here. Trying to close the gap here. The U.S. gets set to bat. Now coming to the plate. Roman. He connects. He takes the pitch to shallow left. The U.S. has their leadoff man on. So they have a runner on first with nobody out. Pulled past the third baseman. The runner on first, round second, going for third. So they've set up a great opportunity here. So they've got men on first and third with nobody out. Heading to the batter's box. And the shortstop has it. To first, they've got him for a double play. The U.S. Next up, Matthew Robinson. In his last at-bat, he hit a double to right. The U.S. are now within... Swings at the first pitch. And that'll be in there for a hit. And he rounds first. And he makes it to second. The U.S. gets a man on. 2 out, runner on second. Now at the plate, Christoph Bautista. They have a runner in scoring position. He hammers the first pitch. It's a high fly ball, soaring quick. That baby is out of here. He gets them to within 1 run. A well-handled first pitch that he made great contact with on the outside part of the plate to pull into the stands. They asked for a home run, and he gave them one. And they have now brought it to within 1 run. At the plate now, Ender Cruz. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch single. The U.S. are now within striking distance of their opponents. Hits this one. That's foul.
Your safety is our top priority.
Hits one down the middle. In the air, let's see if it'll drop. Hunt makes the catch. That's the inning. The U.S. managed to cut into the lead. The third's on approach. 6-5 is the score. The U.S. making it a 1-run ball game. It's the third inning. The U.S. gets set to bat. Now coming to the plate, Lucas Hunt. He flied out to center field in his last at bat. The U.S. Nationals are 1 run behind. Hits it. It's a high bouncing ball, and the second baseman has it. Out. The throw got there in time. Roman Adams stands in. He flied out to right field in his last at bat. 1 away now. Hits this one. It's a tremendous blast, high overhead and traveling some distance. Cranks one out to deep left field. He's coming around second, heading for third. And he makes it to third. 1 out, runner up. Heading to the batter's box, Tyler Obando. They need to be wary of that runner in scoring position. Pulls one to left. Runner on third, tagging up. The runner doesn't tag up. Now at the plate, Dominic Carvajal. There's 2 away. They're not over the hill yet. That's foul. Hits this one. Line drive to second, and it's caught. We're in the bottom of the third. Trying to close the gap here. The U.S. gets set to bat. Taking his turn now, Lucas Hunt. In his last at-bat, he reached base on a single. The U.S. Nationals get ready to bat here in the third with a 1-run deficit. The U.S. is substituting field. Hits the ball in the center of the plate. That's foul. Hits this one. Well played by the shortstop. He's out. 1 gone. Coming up now, Donnie Velasquez. In his last at-bat, he had a single to right. A swing and a miss on the first delivery. Well hit. To tie. Going back. No chance. Home run. The U.S. ties the game with a solo shot. He sent that one high and deep into the stands. They asked for a home run, and he gave them one. Tyler Obando is ready to go. The U.S. have tied things up with a home run. Hits this one to the left of the second baseman. It gets through. So that gives him a runner at first with 1 out. 9th batter in the order now, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he reached base on a single. Hits the ball. Carvajal throws to second. To first, he's out. It's a twin killing. The U.S. It's the top of the 4th. The U.S. will start this inning with the leadoff man in the order coming to the plate. Up to bat comes Adam Flores. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double. The U.S. Nationals begin the 4th with the score tied. Goes down via the... Gets jammed with an inside pitch. Line drive to second, and it's caught. Up now is the defensive replacement, Thomas Wilson. 2 away now. Hits the first pitch. A foul ball. He connects. It's down for a hit. He rounds first. And he makes it to third base. 2 out, runner heading to the batter's box, Matthew Robinson. They'll want to prevent the go-ahead run here. Misses on the breaking ball. Lines one to right field. Takes a hop. That's a hit. And the run scores from third. And he makes it to second. Robinson delivers. Pitching with runners on base is never...
6-7.
Misses on the breaking ball. Line drive to center field. Takes a hop. That's a hit. A throw to home. The run comes in from second. He's a tough opponent for any pitcher. Hits the ball in the center of the plate. That's foul. Struck him out. Gets the strikeout to work his way out of a jam. The U.S. Roberto Avila looking to get something started. In his last at bat, he reached. That's foul. Hits this one. It's on its way down. Flores showing cat-like reflexes. Great reaction to get that one. Wow, let's take one more look at that play. Wade Robinson steps up to the plate. His last appearance saw him hit a ground. Pulls that one. It's a blast to left. It's going back. Way back. Bounces off the wall. He tags the runner for the second out. Matthew Robinson in the box now. So far in the game, he's 2 for 2. 2 outs, bases empty. That hit means every starter in the lineup has managed to get a hit. Hits this one. Fly ball looks to be heading foul. That's a foul ball. Goes down via the breaking ball. It's the top of the 5th. Starting with their number 7 man in the order, the U.S. gets set to bat. That's foul. No balls, 1 strike. He connects. And that'll be in there for a hit. And he rounds first. And he advances to second base. The leadoff batter is allowed to reach base. So there's a runner on second. Now at the plate, Tyler Obando. They don't want to allow any more runs here. Nicks it with the end of the bat. Takes a big bounce. And the second baseman has it. They get the out at first base. Heading to the batter's box, Dominic Carvajal. There's 1 out. A runner still in scoring position. A foul ball. Hits the low delivery. Will the runner tag up? The runner on third tags up. And the run comes in from third. Carvajal gets the job done with a sac fly. The U.S. can't give up. And as we take another look at this one, there you see the runner tags up on the sac fly, and they find themselves giving. We're back at the top of the lineup. Now batting, Adam Flores. The U.S. just saw their deficit grow courtesy of that last at bat. Another swing and a miss to put him in a hole now. Hits this one. It's down for it. The center fielder can't hold on to it. And he rounds first. Picks it up to second. And he makes it to second. 2 out. Jackson Morales takes his place at the plate. The U.S. have given up 1 run in the inning. So they've fallen behind by 3 runs. And have now allowed a runner to be in a position to score. First delivery, and it gets away from him, missing wildly. That's foul. His third pitch now. Catches the lower part of the zone for a called strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Hits this one. And that'll be in there for a hit. A throw to home. The U.S. are really in a bind here. 2 out, runners on first and third. Now at the plate, Thomas Wilson. Pressure is mounting here. The batter is thanking his lucky stars on that one. He hits an inside pitch. He collects it. First. Out at first. That's 3 away. A swing and a miss on the first delivery. Well hit. The right fielder and center fielder are tracking it. But it's heading out in a hurry. Right into the seat. He gets them to it. It's always a welcome sight to see a cleanup hitter come through like that. And they have now brought it to within 2 runs. Next in the lineup, Ender Cruz. The U.S. are now within striking distance of their opponents. Hits this one. It's a towering shot to right. Cranks one out to deep right field. And he advances to second base. So they have a runner up. In the box now, Lucas Hunt. The U.S. have struck back with 1 run this. Hits the down the middle delivery. Takes a bounce for a hit. It's a hit to right center field. And the tying run is on. Heading to the batter's box, Donnie Velasquez. Another first pitch swing. Takes a hop. That's a hit. The runner on first is rounding second. To the cutoff man. Velasquez. The batter came through when it counted. The U.S. Now at the plate, Tyler Obando. They're doing a good job of building. Hit toward the pitcher, and that's into center field. Throws to the cutoff man, and the run scores from third. Let's take another look at how they... At the dish now, Roman Adams. The U.S. have driven in 3 runs this inning. They now have an opportunity to go ahead here. Line drive left field. This could be a big one. That's over his head. To the cutoff man. To third. Here's the tag. He's safe. Adams knocks it off. Let's take another look at how they catch. Heading to the batter's box, Roberto Avila. They're doing a good job of building momentum. Fastball. The shortstop gets to it. They get him out at first. The runners remain at second and third. Now at the plate, Wade Robinson. 1 down. Still an opportunity. Hits one to left. Third base line. Bounces, and it's fair. The runner from second base rounds third. Throws to the cutoff man. The runner from second scores as well. Robinson. Rising to the occasion once again, he made sure they got the insurance for their effort. Heading to the batter's box, Matthew Robinson. They're doing a good job of building momentum here. Hits the ball in the center of the plate. Heading for a foul ball. He's made contact. Heading to left center. He's skied it high. This will be collected by the center fielder. 2 out. Now at the plate, Christoph Bautista. There are 2 outs now. The chance to score a run. Well hit. Is this one gone too? The right fielder takes off. Right field, gone! Bautista with a 2-run shot. He really tattooed that one. A well-handled first pitch that he pulled just perfectly. Just another example of how important his bat is to this team as he tacks on another run with the long ball. So they continue where they left off earlier in the game as they add to their lead. Taking his place at the plate now, Ender Cruz. In his last at-bat, he hit a double to right. The U.S. are now enjoying a comfortable... And that hits the batter dead on. Ooh, that looked like he just lost control of the U.S. Digging in, Lucas Hunt. In his last at-bat, he hit a single to right. That's foul. And that's way off the plate for a ball. He collects it, throws over to second. That'll be out number 3. If you're just joining us, we're live from International Field, and we're just about to begin the 6th. Trying to close the gap here, the U.S. gets set to bat. Hits this one. Line drive to third, and it's caught. Next up, Randy Mendez. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch single. He connects. It's down for a hit. He rounds first. Runner on second with one gone. Now up, Lucas Hunt. He's 0 for 3 and still searching for his first knock. He smacks the first pitch. That's foul. He connects. Adam makes the catch. 2 gone. Now stepping in, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he hit a double to right. 2 away now. Hits the ball in the center of the plate. That's foul. Hit the other way to the right side. It lands in shallow right field. He passes third. The run comes in from second. The U.S. has gotten one back. Taking his stance, Tyler Obando. A question mark now. He's pulled that one deep to left. And that'll be in there for a hit. To third. Here's the throw. The runner from first makes it all the way home. The batter did well to pull the ball. Stepping up to the plate now, Dominic Carvajal. The U.S. find their lead reduced by swings at the first pitch. It's down for a hit. The runner from second rounds third. He'll try to score. The throw home. The run comes in from second. The U.S. heading to the batter's box, Adam Flores. They're not out of this jam yet. A short fly ball. And that's in play for a hit. The runner from second base is rounding third. Opts for home. The run comes in from second. Flores. He's a tough opponent for any pitch. Misses on the breaking ball. The U.S. This one's in the air. Fouled off. He takes him down swinging for the out. Some damage done. It's the bottom of the sixth, starting with their number 7 man in the order. The U.S. gets set to bat. Donnie Velasquez looking to get something started. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch single. The U.S. hits this one. Line drive to short, and it's caught. He connects. It's a tremendous blast, heading out in a hurry. Here it goes. And he rounds first. He tags the runner for the second down. Here's that last play again. Striding to the plate now, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he gave his team the lead with a double. Hits one down the middle. To the left of the shortstop, it gets through. The U.S. gets a man on. 2 out, runner on. Up now is their DH, Roberto Avila. He grounded out to short and swings at the first pitch. A fly ball to left. He catches it to end the inning. Well, they reached base, but they can't turn it into runs. Heading into the 7th, 14-13's the score. The U.S. It's the top of the 7th. Trying to close the gap here. The U.S. gets set to bat. Up to bat comes Thomas Wilson. Hits this one. And that'll be in there for a hit. And he rounds first. And he makes it to second. The leadoff batter is allowed to reach base. So there's a runner on second with nobody out. So they allow them to get. Now at the plate, Matthew Robinson. The tying run is in scoring position. Misses on the breaking ball. Hits the down the middle delivery. Takes a bounce for a hit. The potential tying run rounds third. The run comes in from second. And he's still going as he rounds second. Throws home. Robinson crushes the pitch for an RBI triple. It's now 14-14. The U.S. have lost the lead here. Heading to the batter's box, Randy Mendez. They still find themselves in a pressure situation here. That goes foul. 0-1. So he's set up for the strikeout here. What will be the pitch to get it, though? Out of the zone, but he may try to test the batter on the next one, too. Hits this one. Takes a hop. That's a hit. And the run comes in from third. Mendez comes through brilliantly. Now at the plate, Lucas Hunt. Pressure is mounting here. Line drive to center field. Caught, and that's one away. So that gives them a runner at second with one out. Heading to the batter's box, Roman Adams. There's one out. They're not out of danger yet. Hit toward the pitcher. Takes a hop. That's a hit. The runner from second base rounds third. The run comes in from second. Throws to third. And he's going for home plate. Opts for home. The U.S. have scored. Digging in, Tyler Obando. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double. Gets his bat on it. It's hauled in for out number 2. Settling in, Dominic Carvajal. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch double. The U.S. have seen at least 7 from their lineup step up to the batter's box so far this inning. Hits the ball in the center of the plate. That's foul. Gets his bat on it. To center, it's a high fly ball. Hunt makes the play, and they'll change sides with 3 gone. The U.S. managed to retake the lead. The U.S. pulling out in front. The U.S. trying to close the gap here. The U.S. gets set to bat. Taking his stance, Wade Robinson.
Sorry, Chip.
In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch. That's foul. Second pitch on its way. Hits this one. It's a blast to left center. It's going back. Way back. It falls in the gap. He rounds first. And he advances to second base. The U.S. Now at the plate, Matthew Robinson. An opportunity to close the gap now. Rips that one. Heading for the stands. It's a home run. Robinson adding to their total with a big home run. He gets them to within 1 run. And they are striking back. And that's why he's in the lineup where just another example of how important his bat is to this team as he helps them get with. Let's see how he starts this at bat. Wave and miss. Crushes it. Is this one gone too? To tie. Right into the seats. The U.S. ties the game with a solo shot. What a way to tie it late in the ball game. It took just one. And there you see it, a monster swing to go yard. So it took them until the closing moments, but they finally answered back to tie the game. Digging in, Ender Cruz. His previous at-bat saw him hit by a pitch. The U.S. he pulls it. Might drop. The right fielder catches it for out number 1. Lucas Hunt is the next hitter. He grounded out to short in his last at-bat. 1 away now. Bunting for a hit. The pitcher scoops it up. 2 away now. He tries bunting for a hit, but it doesn't work out. Digging in, Donnie Velasquez. And takes this one the opposite way. And the shortstop has it. First, the U.S. gets a man on. 2 out. Run. Next in the lineup, Tyler Obando. In his last at-bat, he reached base on a single. The U.S. have seen at least 7 from their lineup step up. Swung on and belted. No doubter. Goodbye home run. Obando with a going. Boy, did he come through when his team needed him to. And they take a sizable lead in the inning. Digging in, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he reached base on a single. Hits one down the middle. This looks like it's going to land in play. It's down for a hit. The U.S. gets a man on. 2 out, runner on first. Stepping in as a designated hitter, Roberto Avila. He flied out to left field in his last at-bat. His second pitch now. Goes for the bunt but can't make contact. He lays off, and it's called a ball. His fourth pitch now. He went for the bunt. Buitrago throws to first. Out at first, that's 3 gone, and the inning's over. It's the top of the 8th. The U.S. will start this inning with the leadoff man in the order coming to the plate. He connects. And that'll be in there for a hit. And he rounds first. And he makes it to second. The leadoff batter is allowed to reach base. So there's a runner on second with nobody out. Heading to the batter's box, Jackson Morales. They need to be wary of that runner in scoring position. Another pickoff throw. This one's in the air. That goes foul. Line towards second. Gets to it. They get the out at first base. The runner stays at second. Now at the plate, Thomas Wilson. 1 down. They're not over the hill yet. That's a foul ball. Between first and second. And that's a base hit. The run comes in from second. So they fail to contain the damage. Now coming to the plate, Matthew Robinson. In his last at-bat, he tied the game on a drives one to left center field. This could be big. Shoots one up the gap. The potential tying run rounds third. The runner from first makes it all the way home. And he drops it. Run! It looks like they're coming up next. Randy Mendez. The U.S. have given up 2 runs. Lines one to right field. Takes a hop. That's a hit. The potential go-ahead run rounds third. The run comes in from second. He's coming around second, heading for third. And that's way off the bat. Heading to the batter's box, Lucas Hunt. They're not out of this jam yet. Hits one to left. It's on its way down. And that's in play for a hit. And the run scores from third. Hunt. He's a tough opponent for any pitcher, and he's proven it again here with a clutch hit to give them some breathing room. Into the final stretch here, and some costly scoring puts them even further. Now up, Roman Adams. The U.S. have given up 4 runs in the inning. So they've turned the scoreboard on its head once again. And have now on a short fly ball. So it's a base hit to first. It's a hit into right. Are really struggling right now. The U.S. has no... Now at the plate, Tyler Obando. They still find themselves in a pressure situation here. Second pitch now. So he's set up for the strikeout here. What will be the pitch? Line drive to center field. Takes a hop. That's a hit. The throw home. And the run comes in from third. Obando. He's a tough opponent for any... Misses on the breaking ball. Hits the low delivery. Takes a bounce for a hit. He rounds second. And the run scores from third. Throws home. The runner from first rounds third, heading home. The runner from first scores 2. Carvajal knocks in 2 to pad the lead. The U.S. continue to give up runs. We come full circle to the leadoff man, Adam Flores. In his last at-bat, he hit a double to right. The U.S. have given up the lead in this inning. Now they've got to play catch-up. Great location on that one. The batter swings at a ball off the plate. The U.S. First pitch. Swings at the first pitch. It's down for a hit. And the run comes in. The U.S. Up now is their DH, Jackson Morales. That's foul. Hits this one. And that'll be in there for a hit. The runner from second rounds third. The run comes in from second. Digging in, Thomas Wilson. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch hit to the opposite side. Matthew Robinson. Over. They have him stranded between bases. Up now is the previous pinch runner, Jaden Evans. Let's see what his first pitch is. He connects. It meets the ground in right center. He passes third. The run comes in from second. Randy Mendez in the box now. In his last at-bat, he gave his team the lead. He hits it in to the right of the second base. The right fielder can't hold on to it. Picks it up. The run comes in from second. Mendez. Lucas Hunt stands in. In his last at-bat, he hits this one. It's down for a hit. The U.S. are up against the wall here. 2 out, runners on first and second. At the plate now, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he had a single to right. You'd expect him to get something on a weak breaking ball like that, but he connects. That's through to the right. Safe. The runner legs it out and gets on base with an infield hit. Tyler Obanda in the box now. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch. He pulls that one. Bautista catches it, and that's the inning. The U.S. It's the bottom of the 8th. Trying to close the gap here. The U.S. gets set to bat. Next in the lineup, Wade Robinson. In his last at-bat, he had a double to center. The U.S. Nationals. That's a foul ball. Hits it. It's quite a drive. It's going back. Way back in left center, and the fielders can't get there. And he makes it to second. The U.S. has their leadoff man on. So they have a runner on second with nobody out. Matthew Robinson is the next hitter. In his last at-bat, he hit a 2-run home run. Crushes it. The right fielder goes back, but it's flying high. It's a home run. Robinson with a 2-run shot. He sent that one high and deep into the stands here at International Field. And they are striking back. And that's why he's in the lineup with Christoph Bautista gets set in the box. In his last at-bat, he tied the game on a deep shot into the stands. The U.S. pops it up. It's quite a drive. It's going back. He attacked the pitch, but the left fielder hauls it in. 1 out. At the plate now, Ender Cruz. He flied out to right field in his last at-bat. 1 away now. That looks to be... It's into the stands beyond first.
Your safety is our top priority.
Hits it. The right fielder is going back. Back. It's over the head of the right fielder. And he advances to second base. Runner on second with 1 gone. Now coming to the plate, Lucas Hunt. He grounded out to the pitcher in his last at-bat. It'll sail wide into the stands. That's a foul ball. Pulls it. It's a towering shot. The left fielder is going back. Left field, gone! You couldn't ask for a more impressive display of power. Dottie Velasquez settles in now. In his last at-bat, he hits one down the middle. And that'll be in there for a hit. And he rounds first. And he advances to second base. He tags the runner for the second out. Tyler Obando gets set in the box. In his last at-bat, he hit a go-ahead home run. The U.S. have seen it hits the ball in the center of the plate. It's a tremendous blast. High, foul ball. Boom, he gets a hold of it. This one's a no-doubter. It's getting out in a hurry. It's a home run. The U.S. has hit back. A breaking ball that sat up in the zone. They were hoping for a big blast from him, and boy, did he deliver. They are mounting a fierce comeback this inning. Next up, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he had a single to right. The U.S. are now enjoying a comfortable lead. Swings at the first pitch. Hit in the shallow center, it falls in quickly. The U.S. gets a man on. 2 out. Stepping in as a designated hitter, Roberto Avila. He grounded out to the pitch one down the middle. It's a towering shot to left. Way back and left, and he can't get there. And he makes it to second. So they put themselves... Carvajal throws over to first. Out at first, that's 3 away. The U.S. managed to take... We're into the 9th. The U.S. gets set to bat. Dominic Carvajal hits this one. Matthew Robinson. He takes it to first himself for the out. Up now is the defensive replacement, Altman Bossman. He connects. It meets the ground in right center. So that gives him a runner at first with 1 out. Up now is their DH, Jackson Morales. In his last at-bat, he hit a clutch single. Hits this one. Into short center field, and that'll be a hit. The runner from first round second going for third. And he advances to second base. The U.S. are up again. Hits the outside delivery. Takes a hop. That's a hit. The runner from second base is rounding third. The runner from second scores as well. Round second base, heading for third. And he's having himself a road trip. Wilson delivers with a 2 RBI. Up now is the defensive replacement, Juwan Ha. This one's in the air. And that's in play for a hit. And the run comes in from third. Here's the throw, and he's still going as he rounds second. And he advances to third base. Ha! Up now is the defensive replacement, Joshua Mitchell. First pitch on its way. A statement first pitch as he gets a swing and a miss. Breaking ball at the laces for a strike swinging. He's behind in the count with 2 strikes. Strike 3 called for the out. That's out number 2. This one's in the air. Takes a bounce for a hit. And the run scores from third. Hunt gets a hit to add an insurance. Up now is the defensive replacement, Wei Leon. Again, a swing at the first pitch. Into the outfield, bouncing for a hit. The runner from second base rounds third. The run comes in from second. Leon. Tyler Obando is ready to go. Drives one to left center field. Takes a hop. That's a hit. The runner from second base is rounding third. The run comes in from second. Ninth batter in the order now, Dominic Carvajal. Hit toward the pitcher. Bounces center field. The runner from second base rounds third. The run comes in from second. A defensive replacement today. Now batting, Holtmann Bossman. In his last at-bat, he had a single to right. Hits this one. It's down for a hit. Here's the throw. The U.S. are up against the wall here. 2 out, men on first and second. Stepping in as a designated hitter, Jackson Morales. In his last at-bat, line drive left field. He's guided high. Caught for out number 3. They were certainly eager to drive in a few more, but the U.S. will head to the plate here in the last inning of the game. Up to bat comes Matthew Robinson. In his last at-bat, he hit a 2-run home run. The U.S. he's made contact. To left center, looks like he's under it. Hunt grabs it, and there's one gone. Their fourth batter to hit now, Christoph Bautista. And today he's homered 4 times. 1 away now. Big swing, but he can't get a hold of it. Swung on and hit hard. It's a high fly ball. The right fielder, goodbye home run. The U.S. has hit back. And they are struck. He proved it. Pulls that one. It's a high fly ball moving fast. It's going. It's off the wall. He rounds first. And he makes it to second. Runner on second with 1 gone. Taking his turn now, Lucas Hunt. In his last at-bat, he hit a 2-run home run. Hits the low delivery. Drives it deep. Going. No chance. Home run. Hunt hitting a deep shot and showing he won't go down without a fight. He sent that one high. Swings at the first pitch. And that'll be in there for a hit. So that gives him a runner at first with 1 out. Taking his stance, Tyler Obando. In his last at-bat, he hit a solo. Hits the ball in the center of the plate. That's a foul ball. Hits the ball in the center of the plate. That's foul. Pulls one, heading to left. Left fielder grabs it for the second out. At the dish now, Roman Adams. In his last at-bat, he hit a single to center. The U.S. He connects. It's down for a hit. The runner on first, round second, going for third. So they're in prime position now. 2 out, runners on first and third. Hunt now is here. Hits the down the middle delivery. It's a high fly ball. And there it is. A fly out to end it. That's 3 outs and the ball game. They showed guts to keep this one close until the very final out. A heartbreaking way to see it end. The U.S. suffers the unfortunate loss today. Whatever the reason for today's loss, they just didn't look like they were ever going to take this one, which, to tell the truth, makes it all the easier for them to shrug it off and look to the next game. I'm sure they'll bounce back quickly and look to make the necessary adjustments. The U.S. takes this one, racking up a huge lead to see them coast to victory. For everyone on the broadcast team, I'm Josh Lewin. Thank you from International Field.